Do you have something wrong underneath your coach, kind of like us, with an exhaust leak?
Then join us today as we go down under on Renewing Rialta.
Yeah, Daddy! That's right! Yeah!
Let's go!
Hey, Sean, can you hand me that 9/16 wrench? Sean? Sean? Hey, buddy. Hey. Oh. Hey, folks. Welcome to Renewing Rialta. Now, it looks like Sean has left me. Probably laying out in the RV watching TV or playing iPad. So he's left me to do some of the repairs down under here of the Rialta. As you can tell, it's a pretty rainy day. You can see it on the ground. We got a tropical storm in the area, or tropical weather. It's not a tropical storm, but it's causing a lot of dumping rain. So I figured, what a better time to get underneath the RV and get some work done, so that way we can renew our Rialta. So today we're actually going to start taking a look at some of the things underneath and do some investigation and look, making sure that the undercarriage is in good shape. And then also I had a slight exhaust leak that formed when I first bought it. I knew it was there, but it wasn't to the point where it was bad enough. I knew it was just a clamp. So as low as these things are, it's nearly impossible to get under and fix without putting them on ramps like I've done today. So I kind of wanted to, push it off until I had some time to get to it and do it. And fortunately, I have some time today. And also, we found some other things that was wrong with it, including the gray water valve is not functioning correctly. So I figured if I've got that much stuff to do, I might as well get it done and do it all at the same time. So hopefully you'll enjoy and get something out of what we're doing today and learning a little bit. And hopefully you can help renew your Rialta in the future. I've already got the tools lined up, ready to go. And wanted to see some common areas of possible rust, maybe even some damage. But if you look at this and you look around and you see, obviously that's a clamp that I need to replace, which is one of the reasons why we're down here. And you look at the undercarriage itself, it's actually not in bad shape at all. I'm really impressed, actually, especially for a 16-year-old coach. But there are common areas, especially around the wheel well. Very not surprising at all, to be honest with you, where you're going to have some rust spots. And you can see how this is really rusted out in this area here, which are going to need to be replaced. Matter of fact, I don't know if you can see here, but obviously this rusted out over time, and somebody welded a plate on it. And at one time they had foam in here because the air was getting up into the coach. And I just recently took out all that foam, and they're going to actually take that plate off and weld it a little bit better to the floor pan, because we want it done right. Here are the shocks. Shocks actually are still working pretty good, but another culprit that I have noticed is these springs are a little worn. They're flat, which they're actually designed to be flat, doing a taper, but they're definitely worn to the point where it drags and hits bottom. Now, this is another thing that I noticed when I was here, and then on the other side, is if you look up there, you can see that airbag, which is quite frankly an afterthought for Winnebago based on some of the height issues and weight distribution, and they work good, but in this situation, as it rusted out over time, and of course this coach is from Kansas, you can see it's now pushed up into the coach in the floor pan, and is not working at all. So really, we're on these springs that originally just did not work. So we will do that on a different project. I'm actually thinking about adding a leaf here and doing a few things, but this is it. Okay, so this is your gray water tank, and this particular valve right here in the remote is not working. So I ordered another one of those, and today we'll be replacing that. And then the other scope of work that we're doing today is replacing these couplings that we have that have gone bad on the catalytic converter where it's leaking. Alright, so I found my culprit. And it's actually not the one on the back here, but it's the one on the front, right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Now, so where the connection point is, between here and here, looks like the whole coupler just needs to be taken off and replaced. So here is our scope of work for today, down under. We're going to take a look at the exhaust system and repair the clamps that are holding the pipe that are currently rusted out. Do not attempt to do this after running the engine. Obviously all of this area is going to be extremely hot. I just started it up for small duration so I can identify where the leak was. And it's lukewarm right now. And obviously it's coming straight from the engine. So make sure that you safely can touch it and, before you actually get it and start doing some of the work. Alright, we're all set. Now let's test it. Sounds good. Looks like we got rid of it.
Thanks for watching today, and tune in next time when we repair the gray water valve that is currently not working. So subscribe today so you do not miss a single thing. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time on Renewing Rialta.